Hi, my name is Gerhard Schwantner and welcome to Selling Power TV. Today we have the pleasure of meeting with Mark Sellis, who is the founder and CEO of Breakthrough Sales Performance. Welcome.
Hi, Gary.
You have written that excellent book on funnel management. What is the state of the art now of the funnel?
Well, we published the funnel principle 3 years ago, as you know, and I think we took the trade by storm because we were finally publishing things that people were talking about or thinking about.
And the big idea was that you wanted people to switch from a sales cycle funnel to a buy-cycle funnel.
And that was part of it. That was a big part of it, yeah. So we created the buy-cycle funnel, but then we also created a process. We said we need to rethink, the role that the funnel plays in a business.
Right.
And so we're promoting it as a business process for selling. And I think that's taking on, and obviously the 2.0 world gets that. But what we're finding over the past 3 years is that companies are committing what I'm calling the 3 sins, if you will, of sales funnel management. They know just enough to be dangerous, and very briefly, those sins are: number one, they're changing the stages. They're more like a buy-cycle funnel, if not a complete buy-cycle funnel, and they're thinking that that's enough to change selling behavior. That's kind of sin number one.
So in other words, what they did in the past, that they had sequential steps that they liked and then learned from the customer how they want to buy, and then they realigned those steps and didn't go anywhere? Why is that?
Bottom line is they're finding that the things they want to change are not being changed, and they're saying, well, wait a minute, we changed our stages.
Right.
What's going on here? Which leads to kind of the second sin, and that is they're throwing a technology solution, CRM, at a process problem. So, everybody's got CRM these days, and, whichever, a SaaS model, software, doesn't matter, but they've changed the stages, they've put them into their CRM, and then they think that things are going to change. So,
And what's the missing link here?
they're really not providing coaching around the funnel. They're not training their managers to coach. They're thinking the managers get this funnel stuff, and they're just going to let them do what they do or do it their own way. So that's a key missing thing. They're also not providing a regular inspection of the funnel. And again, we have these things called funnel audits. And so combined with no coaching, no funnel audits, and they're not getting the results that they need.
Right. So what do you suggest that sales managers think about in order to manage the funnel more effectively? Or better, how do you measure funnel effectiveness?
I think what they have to do, number one, they have to step back and say, changing stages is not enough. Putting them into our CRM is not enough. We have to provide coaching.
Right.
We have to provide even training in the funnel. We have to make sure our funnel design is right. So that's number one. And with regards to measurement, we can measure quantitatively how effective people are doing. We can also measure qualitatively how effective they're doing funnel management, and at least give them a way to say we're making progress or we're not making progress, and we know better why.
So what you're saying really is that you need to have, like an architect develops a blueprint for a house, we need to have sales managers create a funnel blueprint that not only goes into the details of the stages, but also has a blueprint for getting people to execute on that.
Yeah, absolutely. And you were talking about the process and the people and the technology. Yeah,
Right.
There's a people component of that has to be addressed, and there's a technology component, and there's a process component. So having an architect draft that, yeah, I think it's a good way to approach it.
And you're the architect. And in your book shares the steps.
That's what we're doing for our clients. Yeah.
Well, thank you, Mark. We are going to continue our conversation with Mark Sellis tomorrow, where we talk about opportunity management and the buy-cycle funnel.